There is a concept in astrophysics called escape velocity. When a rocket tries to leave the Earth, it has to fight against gravity. The gravity is strongest right at the surface, exactly where the rocket is heaviest because it is full of fuel. To get a rocket off the launch pad and into orbit, it burns about 90% of its fuel just to get through the first few miles of atmosphere. Once it reaches orbit, it can travel millions of miles through space using almost zero fuel. This is exactly how money works. And it is why you feel like you are suffocating financially, even though you are working hard. You are currently on the launch pad. You are fighting the maximum amount of gravity with the maximum amount of weight. Most financial gurus will tell you that the first $1 million is the hardest. They are wrong. The first $10,000 is the hardest. Going from $0 to $10,000 is not just a financial journey. It is a war against your own environment, your own psychology, and the math of poverty. If you have $0 or negative dollars, the world is designed to keep you there. There is a famous theory called the Boots theory of socioeconomic unfairness. It goes like this. A rich man buys a pair of high-quality boots for $100. They last him 10 years. His cost is $10 a year. A poor man cannot afford the $100 boots. He can only afford the cheap $20 boots. But the cheap boots fall apart after 6 months. So he has to buy another pair, and another. Over 10 years, the poor man spends $400 on boots, while the rich man spends only $100. The poor man spends 4 times as much to keep his feet dry simply because he didn't have the capital up front. This is the gravity of zero. When you have less than $10,000, life is more expensive for you than it is for a millionaire. If a millionaire forgets to pay a bill, he pays a small fee and moves on. If you forget to pay a bill, you get hit with an overdraft fee. That fee makes you short on rent. Being short on rent ruins your credit score. A bad credit score means your car insurance rate goes up. One small mistake at the bottom triggers a chain reaction that costs you thousands of dollars. This is why saving that first $10,000 feels impossible. You are trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in the bottom. But here is the good news. The hole gets smaller the more you fill the bucket. $10,000 is the magic number where the poor tax stops applying to you. When you have $10,000 in the bank, you don't pay overdraft fees. You can buy the high-quality boots. You can buy bulk food on sale. You can pay your car insurance in full for the year to get the discount. Suddenly, life gets cheaper. The gravity gets weaker. This is why we need to focus entirely on this number. Forget about the million. Forget about retirement. If you are stuck in the gravity well, your only goal is to reach orbit. And orbit is $10,000. So why is the math so brutal at the beginning? It comes down to the ratio of labor versus capital. When you have $1 million invested, your money earns about $70,000 a year without you lifting a finger. Your money is an employee that works 24 hours a day. But when you have $0, you are the only employee. Every single cent of your savings has to come from your sweat, your time, and your sacrifice. You are the rocket engine burning at 100% capacity just to move 1 inch. This is where most people give up. They save for 3 months, they sacrifice their lattes and their nights out, and they look at their bank account. They see $500. It feels insulting. They think, is this it? Is this what I'm suffering for? And because the result looks so small compared to the effort, they suffer from what psychologists call the what the hell effect. They think, I'm never going to get there, so what the hell? I might as well buy the new iPhone and feel good for a day. They turn off the engine and gravity pulls them back down to zero. To escape this trap, you need a new strategy. You cannot rely on willpower. You need a flight plan. Here is the 3-phase plan to reach escape velocity. Phase 1, the scorched earth protocol. If you are under $10,000, you are in a financial emergency. You need to treat it like one. Normal advice says save 10% of your income, That is useless right now. That is for people who are already in orbit. You need to save 50% of your gap. This means you have to temporarily make your life uncomfortable. You are the astronaut strapping into the rocket. It isn't supposed to be comfortable. It is supposed to be fast. Cancel every subscription. Stop eating out completely. Sell the things in your closet that you haven't worn in a year. You are looking for fast cash. Every $100 you find is not just money, it is fuel. It pushes you further away from the gravity of the poor tax. Phase 2, the psychological firewall. As you start to save, something dangerous will happen. You will hit $2,000, then $3,000. Your brain, which is used to being at zero, will start to panic. It isn't used to seeing money sit there. It will try to find a reason to spend it. Suddenly, you will convince yourself that you need a new laptop for work, or that your car needs those upgrades. This is your brain trying to return to its baseline. You must build a firewall. Open a separate savings account at a completely different bank. Do not get a debit card for it. Do not download the app on your phone. Make the money hard to reach. If you have to drive to a physical branch to withdraw the money, you won't spend it on an impulse. Phase 3, the first investment, the shift. Once you hit $10,000, the game changes. You are no longer fighting for survival. You are now fighting for growth. This is the moment you stop hoarding cash and start buying assets. $10,000 invested in the S&M. $500 is your first employee. It is a small employee. It might only earn you $700 in the first year. But that is $700 you didn't have to work for. That is $700 that was created out of thin air. This is the moment the rocket engines cut off and you start floating. You are not rich yet, but you are safe. You have escaped the poor tax. You have escaped the gravity of zero. The journey from 10,000 to 100,000 is still hard, but it is a different kind of hard. It is a strategy game, not a survival game. The journey from 0 to 10,000 is a street fight. It is ugly. It is exhausting. And it is unfair. But it is the only fight that matters. If you are watching this and you feel stuck, remember the rocket. The shaking, the pressure, the burning fuel, that doesn't mean you are failing. That means you are launching. Don't cut the engines.